a royal mess in KZN, while Liverpool is also in a mess of their own. Welcome to Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway, where you get way more. And yes, 2025, we are back. Oh, remember to use our affiliate code Onside ZA when you new on the Betway app. That helps us a lot. So yeah, remember Onside ZA on the app. And we can officially get onto the business of today. I will start introducing Tepi, darling.
Hi, darling. How's it? Happy New Year.
I'm good.
Barring. What do black people say?
New year, new me.
New year, new me.
That can't be black people.
Yeah, no, it's a black people thing, guys. Of the new season, man.
Compliments.
Compliments of the
Okay, compliments of the new season.
Yes.
And welcome to Tristan once again.
Thank you for having me,
Yeah,
guys.
replacement of Marco, guys.
Yeah, starting with a bang. And of
Back at
course,
Onside.
everybody's favorite super sub.
Angu.
And of course, to the ballers at home as well, welcome. Hope you had a great festive season. Hope you had a great start to the new year. And we are here giving you more of the same that we gave you last year. And speaking about that, getting straight to the business of today.
Yeah.
Who do I start with here? Who do I start with here? Okay, I'm going to start with Tip.
Yes, darling.
What's going on at Royal AM? I know we've spoken about them plenty of times.
Yo, you know what, ne?
And it seems like the situation has now gone to another level.
Yeah, I feel like, the analogy I can give about Royal AM is that it is a house of cards that is slowly but surely just obliterating and falling. It's getting worse and worse. In fact, I did some, obviously, research, Nyana, just to give everyone context, because I'm sure that a lot of people right now are not really focusing on what is happening when it comes to local football. So the latest is that Royal AM, we know them to be the team that is owned by the notorious
Flamboyant.
winner.
Maybe.
Guys, allow me to finish. The notorious business lady who wins. No, but it is notorious, you guys.
Bang already.
Hey, bro.
No. So Royal AM has established, the SABC, I'm quoting from the SABC Sport, has established that Royal AM players have not returned for training and are demanding outstanding salary payments. It is said that this story, in fact, is coming from Cheaper United, right? Cheaper United on Monday evening, which was yesterday, confirmed that the upcoming Betway Premiership clash between themselves as well as Twilitwala. That's what they called. I didn't know. Twilitwala, actually.
That's their name.
Twilitwala. Yeah. It was meant to take place at Mandela Bay Stadium. It was postponed, right? It was said that Royal AM requested from the Premier Soccer League to reschedule the match so that they don't have to travel to Gqeberha. The PSL approved this, right? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately now, even if the PSL has approved a rematch or reschedule of the match, who's going to be playing? Because the players have downed tools.
Okay, two parts. And I'm going to ask Tristan. I don't know if you've ever been through this. As a player, when your salary does not come in at the end of the month, what goes through your mind? Do you say, let me go push a little bit and see if matters will be sorted? Mm-hmm. Or do you stay away and say, but no?
Look, at the end of the day, the reality is that if you're not paid, how are you meant to play? You understand? How are you meant to train? I remember the situation with Swallows.
Yes.
Right? Similar kind of situation. I remember one of my former teammates, Keegan Allen, had a situation with Swallows as well. I remember just before he moved to Supersport with Gavin also, where the players were on strike. He didn't want to train, didn't want to do these things. So it makes it difficult for you. How as you as a player, you've got a family to feed, you've got bills to be paid.
Drive to training.
You've got to drive to training. How are you meant to do that if you're not getting your salary? So
but what makes it worse? You've got a champion that's also posting video on social media.
Is he still posting?
Yeah, he was posting videos showing all those cars that he has. All those high-end luxury cars that he has, not knowing which one to pick. And then you've got players that are not paid.
But so in that setup. Is it a case of, because there's two aspects here. The players are not being paid because I think the club is now under curatorship with SARS. So SARS has taken over the affairs of the club.
Yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
story is that they may be liquidated, so the club will be attached.
Sure.
Right? So in that regard, when the posting of those videos, are those cars worth enough to pay the 29 mil debt? And this is out, and that's just on the.
That's us assuming that they don't belong to the bank as well.
That's also true,
Yeah.
and that's just to pay the flamboyant ladies' debts.
Yeah.
And there's still the issue of Samir Nokovic of the 50
Oh,
million
man.
that he's
There's
owed.
also that.
You know what? It's PM for that club.
I
It's
forgot
not
about
AM.
that.
No, it's not AM, it's PM. I'm telling you now, it's PM. It's over. It's curtains.
Wow.
But I think it's so stupid of Andile to then still continue with this flamboyance, especially on social media, knowing the circumstances that surround the club, himself, his mother, and everything else. I think it would be so respectful to everyone involved right now to just lie low a bit. You know, there really is no need for you to continue. You are actually looking a bit ridiculous in this case.
I was going to say the same thing. Is if you're a player and you see your chairman doing this, and how do you feel at the end of the day when you're facing reality every single day and your chairman is doing this? You understand? Yeah, why would you want to go and train? Why would you want to go and play, especially if you're being disrespected in that manner?
Let me be devil's advocate. What if in this whole royal mess, right? Andile, the cars that he owns and whatever, they are his. They belong to him.
Yeah.
The club and the cars that the mother owns, they belong to her.
Yeah.
The issue with the revenue services is not with Andile.
It's with the trust. It's actually with the trust.
Yeah,
That's
look,
the
I mean,
story.
we know SARS, it's a pit bull that keeps on coming. They're not going to turn back. But the question is, are they struggling financially or they just, she's just defiant? That is the question. Because I don't think, I think she's got the money.
Defiant based on what?
I don't know, but something tells me that she's just showing a middle finger to somebody.
Well, even so, I think it's just quite disrespectful to everyone involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's also disrespectful to the league.
Especially
to everybody,
the
to
league.
us
I
as
think
well,
it's
that loves the
disrespectful
game as well.
Precisely. I think the entire thing is a royal mess, and thank you for just phrasing it that way, and it should not be happening. I don't, people just have a tendency of wanting to pretend as though everything's okay when everything is falling apart in the background. It's okay to just take a back seat and just lie low and fix your ish.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to create this facade. It's unnecessary.
Yeah. I think the reality of it is that from the beginning, from the get-go, they are not in football for the right reasons.
Dango?
And people that own football clubs, we've seen them coming here and tell us it's expensive to run football clubs. Some people even tap into families' finances just to support the club. But I don't think they care that side. I honestly don't think they care. And it's unfortunate that players are caught in the middle of this mess.
Yeah.
So where to from here? Because scenario in my head, SARS attaches Royal AM. They sell Royal AM. The biggest asset that Royal AM has is their PSL status.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
You sell that, you sell it to who? Who's going to do what with it? And is the league going to finish with 15 teams or what?
I think that's the one thing that is a bit stressful right now, because I think the reason why the PSL was a bit lenient towards them is because they understand that them having to just be outed at this stage of the league is going to be quite complicated. An entire maths has to then come into play, who plays who, how. Do you understand? That on its own is going to be complicated. And that's maybe why the league was a bit lenient, just so that they finish the season. And we've seen them last year, try to kind of maintain their status. But if it's gotten to a point where they have no one to actually even play,
But why do we
that's
have to
a
deal?
challenge.
Why do we have to deal with these issues every single year in the league?
It was Swallows just the other
Exactly.
day.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Why do we have to deal with these issues in the league? There needs to come a point where the league sets a certain standard. You don't hear these issues, status buying, players not getting paid. You don't hear that in other big leagues in the world. We have big sponsors like Betway coming onto the league. I mean, the clubs need to keep themselves at a certain standard.
Yeah.
You understand?
And I remember saying this. I remember saying we need to somehow audit these people, because Wabana Len, like you're saying, hypothetically, the team gets attached, she gets liquidated, they sell their team, the status really, right? There's going to be a person who's going to want to. I'm sure someone wants to buy that status, okay? It's a serious commodity, right? And only to find that that person potentially also becomes a bit of a royal mess themselves.
Yeah.
It's counterproductive.
Moralzi, for instance.
No, but wait, buying the team, even if you're buying it for scraps and it's like a fire sale, it's cheap. It becomes.
I mean, we could buy it too.
You inherit those debts as well. We'll have to pay Nokovic as well.
That's why it starts.
So already you buying this team.
You're
By
starting on a
minus 15
negative.
million. Yes.
So already as it is, it's
a lot.
It's a mess,
Yeah.
and we can't have the league finishing.
Yeah,
with
and the
15 teams.
PSL, remember, tried to have a chat with FIFA as well, tried to figure out some arrangement, and it's not working either. SAFA cannot even intervene. They tried. So it's really that bad.
Because now SARS has come into the fold. So whatever stipend that Royal AM gets from FIFA goes into
SAFA's account.
SARS's coffers.
Yeah.
Gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
They'll come for everything. They'll take the teaspoon.
So whether
If there's any
I'm
left.
not sure if they get the grant monthly or they get a lump sum at the beginning of a season.
I think if they got it annually, most teams would not be playing.
Yeah, I think it's monthly. You see that lump sum coming in the beginning of the
We'd have
season?
no shows.
They'll be in Diamond Walk, bro. You know the story.
Well, they were. I assume that's why they are in the position that they're in.
Yeah.
So, do you say the solution to all of this is scrap? Well, you mentioned the suggestion of probably auditing whoever it is that.
We need to start doing that. We need to know that can you at least sustain a team for another 6 months, whether you receive a stipend from the PSL or not. We need to see your books. We need to see if you can keep your head above water, because this football game is not a child's play. We've seen it happen, and we've seen it happen to the big ballers in the league. They struggle themselves. So we cannot continue this way.
It's true.
What happened to the money from the Umsunduzi municipality?
Is it enough, though? Remember, here we're dealing with also a lifestyle issue here. You understand, Len? Those people are high spenders.
So you get paid 1,000, but you live a life of a person who gets paid 200,000.
The Joneses.
But guys, I think there was already an issue when they were handing out cash to players after a game.
Yes.
From the get-go. That's what I'm saying. They were not in
Wasn't it
football
their
for the
first
right
game of the
reasons.
season?
I don't
It was
know.
a
Yeah, in
status
the
thing.
beginning, though.
Yeah, it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
they
people
said-
were not happy about that,
They
actually.
set the precedent.
How
there
the
already.
manner in
Players
which
too.
they got the status, how quickly it happened, how the PSL approved it, that on its own was a bit dubious. So from the moment they joined the top flight, we could already see that here there's going to be challenges, but we were not expecting them to be, as ridiculous as we're finding them now.
No, but
It would be
the
so interesting to have a chat to Andile, not even Sean. I would love to have a one-on-one chat with
But
Andile.
come on, what will
guys.
Andile tell
But
you,
I would
honestly?
love to hear. You might find that he's the brains behind the real mess.
Oh, behind the mess, maybe.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
not the whole thing. And what happens to Sinki? Because he was just hired the other day. Do you see?
He's sinking as well, man.
You're on fire today, Superstar.
So it's just a royal mess. I just hope a resolution is found with regards to this.
Yeah. There are scandals and they just need to sort it out.
The league needs it.
And I feel like, all right, when a super sub, if you really wanted to sort this out, they still have some assets, I guess, whether they are movable, immovable, owned by the bank. But I'm sure they could try to make some adjustments.
To sustain a team for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man.
Okay, and I'm going to throw another curveball. They
Yeah.
cancelled Chippa United for Saturday, right?
Yeah.
The week that follows is Nedbank Cup because the draw is happening on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
It's a royal mess, Len. It's a mess.
Yeah.
From here on, like I'm saying, I think it's over for them.
They don't have a DDC team.
Because they've
even if
been
all the
using-
other players
DDC
no
is
ways.
15 teams. It's crazy, man.
No ways.
Speaking of royal
Let's
mess,
just
I
call it
wish them
SARS
all-
FC one time.
Yeah,
Hey, super sub.
because wow,
What did you eat during the holidays?
he is here.
Damn,
on
what
fire
did
tonight.
you eat? Yo. But anyway, moving
Okay.
on to much more lighter things.
This one is not lighter. This one needs to be addressed right now because it's kind of stale. We were not able to talk on it because we were already on leave. But
Okay.
guys,
Did you finally meet Ronwin?
No, not even.
Explains the
But I
jacket.
feel like- Go for yellow, okay? Don't be weird.
Player edition.
Guys, his name is Jerry Chabalala.
Okay.
He is the coach of Mamelodi Sundowns ladies. The story is that he has been in charge of Sundowns ladies since 2012. He has enjoyed a lot of success, but we know him. He's been there. We know him, right? He has been making sexual remarks, allegedly.
Oh.
He's been making sexual remarks to players and female staff, asking them how many times they shave their private parts and how their private parts look or is shaped. He is also accused of walking in when players are changing in the changing room and refusing to leave the changing room even when players are completely naked.
What?
Attempts to obtain comments from Sundowns obviously were not fruitful, but I saw that Sundowns did come out with a statement to say that they have employed the services of a very successful law firm. You know them, they're here in Sanson Bowman, to investigate this matter, in proper conduct. He has been placed on special leave at the moment. Obviously, it's a developing story. This is from last year. Like I said, did not get the chance to speak on it, but that is the latest. I'm also bringing this up because you remember the last show we had, my friend. I was telling you how disappointed I am with just how shambolic the performance of Mamelodi Sundowns ladies was in CAF. And this just might be a reason why. Yes, no.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one to speak on.
Yeah, it's a very tricky one to speak on
Because my question would be with regards
It's
to
all alleged, by the way.
Yes.
it's all alleged, obviously.
On the point of their performance at the WAFCON.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Was it WAFCON or was it CAF?
CAF.
CAF.
Women's Champions League. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we put it down to this, did he... I'm just trying to make sense of it. Is it conduct that's recent and it only surfaced now? Because he's been there since 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, you know what happens with abuses, ne? You might find that he would probably have one victim here, so it was always isolated until people started speaking out. I think also the ladies might have felt uncomfortable in their own capacity, but you know how an environment where a person is so powerful, so influential, that you're so afraid to lose your position within the team, so you don't say anything, you laugh it off. I mean, we've seen it happen with women who would, I forget which team it was, but there was a transgender woman, I guess. Yes, a transgender woman who was part of the team. And they were saying how uncomfortable they were changing in front of this person, but they were afraid to speak up. So you find that sometimes these are the circumstances that may surround the situation. Or maybe it's a build-up. Maybe they just are done.
Seppi, you know, Jerry used to be in and around Cloud Corp every single day, you know, and I never ever once ever got that, weird feeling or anything about him. He was always a positive person, you know.
They normally
and
are.
when I did see this, you know, news come out on Sundowns and obviously the allegations and investigations, it shocked me, you know. But again, like you said, you never know the truth. You never know somebody. And like I said, I hope the matter gets resolved and people are, you know, given justice for whatever it may be.
What should be done?
It's a shame because he was in the right trajectory. You know, he was doing well with the team, you know. It's a difficult one. You know, do you remove men from women's football? What do you do? It's a very difficult situation. I mean, I think it was Augustine Makalakala who was coaching Banyana at some point, and there were also similar allegations. So it's tricky, you know, and where do you draw the line, you know?
You choose the bear.
You know, and
Funny, there was a conversation I listened to on Runback, one of the shows from Runback, right? And one of the guests was saying he does not understand why men should coach women's football because women are not given a chance to coach men's football.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Do you remove men from coaching women? Maybe that's what
But
we need to do.
why can't men just conduct themselves in a professional manner? Like,
We
why
live in a
does it
messed
have
up.
to
We
get
need to face
there?
reality. We live in a messed up world, and we've got
Yeah.
people who are really, really messed up there. You know, so we can't take it for granted that there are going to be those incidents. So maybe removing men from women's football in its entirety is the best way to go about it. I'm just saying, I don't know. We don't have the solution. We're not experts in those fields.
There shouldn't be a need for that
Tristan?
super sub.
Yeah, that's an extreme case.
Yeah, that's an
There
extreme
shouldn't be a
case.
need for taking men out of women's football and even women in men's football. The same thing, you know. So I think, like Len was saying, that's an extreme. There shouldn't be that need. No ways, man. Like Tsepi is also saying, you need to
I'm
conduct
very
yourself in a
appalled.
way that's professional. And no matter the differences, men, women, you have to act in a professional
I'm
way.
so appalled. I'm just.
And also,
grossed
what
out,
does this do?
honestly.
You see, like the domino effect. Like we were doing the analysis now with
With Royal Mess.
Royal Mess.
Royal mess.
Does this then not disjoint a Banyana that's almost in preparation to go to an AFCON?
There we go.
Yeah.
Because the bulk of the players from the Banyana
Oh,
side.
Sundowns.
Yeah,
There we go. And I mean, the worst part is that we know that women's football in the country is still, developing. There's so many challenges. And this on its own just puts another spanner in the works. I thought we were making so much progress. But when things such as these, I mean, it's great that it's coming out, but you can imagine just how it looks, right? The optics on its own. Not desirable
Not good for Sundowns.
at
Yeah.
all.
Not
good.
Not
Not
good for
good
women's
for
football.
Sundowns because
Yeah.
I mean, look at the pedigree that they've grown into over the last 5-10 years. you know.
Yeah.
And for some news like this to come out, it hurts them.
It's
big
a
time,
PR
you know.
mess.
I mean, the only team that, like, literally both men and women compete on the continent.
Yes.
And they're not just competing for the sake of competing.
Yeah,
They are powerhouses.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
For this to come out. And the worst part is not even worse, but to show how comfortable this person was, is that allegedly it's not just the players, but even female staff members. Do you understand?
Oh my goodness.
Not just players, female staff members.
Look, in a case like this, I mean, I think we have to say that the law needs to take its course, and you must face the music,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Just hope people get
Of-
justice, you know.
It's not even unfortunately. You just need to face the music.
Yeah, one of the ballers, the big Ebi, saying rumors don't just come out of nowhere. Of
course.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Always.
That's true. Eh?
Always. And it's impossible for so many people to come out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Imagine asking a person what their girlfriend looks like.
Yo.
No.
Yeah, no. It was out of
Ufitelezi.
line. If that happened.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So there'll be no progress on it. eh?
Arna 200 trillion.
Can I go to my positive note?
Yes, you may.
Please.
Should we sing happy birthday or should we just say happy birthday?
To what?
To Kaizer Chiefs, they're turning 55 years
Oh,
today.
yeah, yeah.
Happy birthday to them, man.
Amakusi Amahle.
Yes.
Oh, the
Cake
glamour
and they had, like,
boys.
an event and everybody
did?
was there. It looked
Were
so
you there?
lovely. No, I wasn't there. I saw the pictures.
Who was there?
Coach Nabi.
Was Dr. Kumalo there?
I didn't see him.
Was Jabu Mahlangu there?
I didn't see him.
Okay. Was Itumbile Nkune there?
Doesn't he own a construction company?
No, it's not construction.
He does, and the betting company as well. It's not about it.
He's a
Kaizer Chiefs
businessman now.
cake now.
I like I said, I saw Coach Nabi. Because he's the talk of the town, ain't he?
Is he though?
He is.
Okay. Can we talk? Hey, let's just segue into Nabi. Talk of the town, yes, great. Is he holding on, or is he Sekhuarans, but is he maintaining the legacy of Kaizer Chiefs currently? Would you say?
Do you remember my last rant?
Please remind me.
The one where I was saying when you do the same thing over and over and over again,
Yeah.
expecting different results,
Insanity.
that's insanity. It's not even Feb. And already the fans are calling for his head.
Sure.
They've won
But
only 4 games.
who's more insane? Is it the fans or the actual coach and the players? Or is it just like give us copies?
Should we count how many?
It's
Should we count how many left in the past 6 years because they seem to leave after every year?
Yeah.
Do you know how many left, friend? Tell us.
No, I don't know. I don't know the stats.
You don't know.
Solinas, Kevin Hunt, Stuart Baxter.
Arthur?
Let's start at Steve Compella.
Ntseki.
We can add Steve Nteki.
Baxter?
Baxter, I think I've said.
Arthur.
Okay.
Arthur, I think I've said
Middendorp.
Middendorp. Yes, that's the one that I forgot.
Kevin?
There's
Kevin, you
as
mentioned him,
well.
yeah.
Kevin, I mentioned.
No,
There's about-
no, just before Nabi Nilima.
Kevin
Kevin Johnson.
Yes,
Kevin Johnson.
yes.
Yeah.
So surely, somewhere in the structures.
Yeah.
They need to accept that their team has reached rock bottom.
Is it rock bottom, friend?
I've said it before. They've reached rock bottom. From there,
So,
yeah, it
They're
is
just
for
55 years
for Chief
old.
standards.
yeah.
They're growing old.
But guys, as a 55-year-old, do you understand? Like, in human years, as 55, you probably have like kids in tertiary. You
Yeah.
established. You probably paid off your house. You probably have like 3 cars in the garage. Would you then that same analogy would you compare that to what Kaizer Chiefs is?
Yeah.
We all have a
Established
story.
and
we all have a
smooth
story
sailing.
about Kaizer Chiefs and the influence it had in South African football and to us personally.
Yeah.
On the same note, from what you're saying about the age thing, Pirates is older.
True. It's a 47 Pirates again.
No.
No, 36.
Pirates is old, man.
1936.
36. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, my
They
bad.
were founded in 37.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking in age.
No, get it the year. Yes.
It's
Sundowns
37, yeah.
Sundowns is also the same year as Chiefs. But look at the difference between the three.
Yeah.
So
In
it's not an age
comparison,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's either management, it's either the coaching staff or the players.
Management is basically the family.
Yeah, there's other
So
people.
family matters. Family matters or family matters?
In this case, it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It does matter, yeah.
Do you understand?
100%, yeah.
yeah, it matters. So I don't
And
know.
I'm tired of the Chief story, guys.
No, I was just look. I looked at it, and what I found weird about it was the fact that we not even so many games in, and already there's like plumber talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been that
Fans
way.
are not instant gratification, like you always say.
Yeah,
They-
especially from that bunch.
Yeah. They need to accept that they are in a building phase. Let the man instill his philosophy of football, which he's trying to do right now. And if you look at it, he hasn't even brought his own personnel. Just, I think, 1 guy or 2 guys, I think. You know, and allow him to sign few players. Let this finish go. If you can finish top 8, it's kudos, you know, but allow this man to try and instill something in that team. He hasn't even done anything. He hasn't even scratched the surface, and already you're singing that he must go.
Yeah. Super sub. You know, like I always say, the pressure playing for Kaizer Chiefs is very different to the pressure playing for any other club.
Yeah.
City, for
Yeah,
instance. No disrespect.
Even the big 3 teams, the pressure playing for Kaizer Chiefs is unbelievable. You know, Arthur Zwane always used to tell us when we were even in the academy, you know, when it was me, Ngezana, Blom, Mshini, all the boys that went up, he always used to sit and tell us that no matter what, you lose 1 game at this football club, they're on your neck. So I can't imagine what it is for a coach coming in, trying to build a team like Nabi, trying to bring in his own players, but then he's working with players who were bought by other
Yes,
coaches.
at the Banjanich, yeah.
So inherited
coaches.
then.
Exactly. So maybe you're right, Super Sub. Maybe he just needs a transfer window.
Yeah.
What do you
Maybe he
think?
needs a transfer window.
Is the transfer window, has it opened or is it too open?
It's
Yeah,
very
but this
open.
one is
Very much wide open, ne? Like, yeah, whatever. What do you think? What do you think? Who do you think they need to bring in? What do you think Kaizer Chiefs needs?
Look. Firstly, with Kaizer Chiefs this season, Serino brought in something absolutely fantastic. When I watched those first 3 games of the season, I looked and I said, Gaston Serino brought in something that Kaizer Chiefs have been missing for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
You know, he brought in that flavor, the speed. You know, even Miguel, the centre back as well, coming in, bringing that stability at the back. Like I said, for me, they need a few more experienced players coming into that setup. The team is a bit, you know, Mfundo's quality player. He's coming in with goals and his
Vilaga's,
speed.
yeah.
Like I said, their backline is coming together. But again, coming back to what Super Sub is saying, they need to build, and personally, I believe they need to bring in a few more experienced players. Maybe just a couple, you know, not too many. I look at the Chiefs team 5 years ago, 6 years ago, especially under Steve Compella. They had a good structure, whether that was whether that was, Cardoso, Lorenzo Godinho. They had guys that had experience. Even though they weren't performing, I feel like if they bring in a few more experienced players mixed with a young talent, then they'll start, you know, things will change up. That's what I believe.
But buying in January is never a good idea.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not a good
There's
idea.
not much to buy from.
always
There's not much to
panic
choose from.
Yeah.
So are we saying okay?
No, I was gonna segue to my next conversation,
Which
to
is?
say that's why Lodge has not really been the star at Sundowns, because he also
He started
left.
in last Jan.
Yes.
Is he okay? But look, now I think the reason why Lodge had an injury. Number one, remember, so he did not even do the pre-season tour in Austria. He was not part of it because he was injured.
I think
Yes,
so.
he was. Yes, he did not join them, right? But I also think that under Coach Mangoba, when I checked how many games Lodge played under Coach Mangoba in all competitions, I believe it's about 20. So it seems as though there might have been a disagreement or maybe a potential dislike between Mangoba and Lodge. And that's not only Lodge, many other players. In fact, one person did not want to be mentioned said that there were some issues and some egos, and the dressing room was a bit of a ruckus sometimes. And maybe that's why certain players did not receive the opportunities. And that at least now there's a new captain or new chief in town. It's about time they just prove themselves, right? Or is Lodge what? Is he washed out?
No, he
Is
played
a
over the
has-been?
weekend.
I mean, you saw him there by Raja.
But is he still Lodge?
That's what I'm asking.
Well, it's difficult to say, but he's a quality player, and he hasn't been
player,
playing.
guys.
He hasn't been playing competitively, So I think that also takes its toll on a player, not being able to play week in, week out.
Would he be a good option for Chiefs in the conversation that we just had now, and just scooping up somebody now in the transfer window?
Yeah, he would. He'll be a good player for Chiefs. But would
Imagine
it ever
Lodge and
happen? Would he
Sereno.
go- I've never heard of a player playing Pirates, Sundowns, Chiefs. You ever
Have
seen
you
that?
been?
Well,
seen him
from
play for
Chiefs
the
to Paris,
all-
there's plenty.
Yes, Chiefs
No,
to
the
Pirates.
three-way.
The
But
three-way.
I've never gone to all three big clubs.
Yeah, no, that's a
Chiefs.
difficult.
Because
I'm trying
we
to think.
also know
Sundowns,
that them
Pirates.
going to Sundowns is fine, but them coming back to Chiefs has also been a bit of a...
No, Chiefs going to Sundowns is problematic.
Or
Yes.
them coming back. Where's the problem, friend? Because we remember we had this discussion. It's either them going that side or them coming back.
We actually counted a number of
Yes,
guys.
yes. But was it not them coming back?
It's them leaving Chiefs going to
Sundowns.
Sundowns.
That's where the
Yeah.
problem is.
It doesn't end well that
Oh,
side.
they
I
don't
know that one
last
person. Yeah.
Because Josta left Sundowns,
Went to Chiefs.
Chiefs, and it was like smooth.
Uh-huh.
Killer left
Sundowns to go to
Sundowns, Chiefs.
But it wasn't.
It was okayish. Jose Torrealba,
Torrealba,
it was okayish. And then going to other side, let's start with Libisi.
the two Georges.
Yeah.
Let's just
Actually,
start there.
Yeah.
So maybe it might just be a good fit. Who knows?
It might work.
then he would have
But like-
completed the trilogy, the holy
Yeah,
trilogy.
Imagine
and
that,
he'd probably be the first. Yeah.
No, I'm sure they
But I
will.
mean,
There
guys,
is.
are we even saying that potentially, like, it's kudos?
Nah.
Well, the rumor mill suggests that he might leave Sundowns. And it's the crazy time. It's the crazy period of the football season where somebody wakes up and thumbsucks a rumor and then prints it like it's true.
Yeah, people get paid to peddle rumors.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true. Yeah,
what
yeah.
can we say? Interesting one. Tinkler leaves Cape Town City,
Yeah.
and then suddenly his former boss, is now on the bench.
Guys, you know, I love South African football, you guys.
How does that
It's
work?
a reality show.
Yeah, and somebody says the man comes back, he hasn't coached for 6 years, and then comes and just pull a number on the Kaizer Chiefs team.
Yeah.
But did you realize that this is not just any person? He's the same person who did exceptionally well for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
He's won multiple champion trophies with them. He is a force to be reckoned with. And he
made Ajax
understands local football. He is not a joke.
Yeah, he knows South African
Yeah.
football in and out.
He's
Yeah.
a legend of a coach.
Yes,
Somebody who
it's
has
not his first
accolades.
rodeo.
Not his first rodeo, right?
But is he what Cape Town City needs, though?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a TD, remember? He's just finishing off the season, and then he's going to go higher.
Yeah.
And then they'll get somebody else.
Something I've noticed when I did a bit of my research, So who's the chairman right now of Cape Town City?
John
Committees.
Committees. Was Committees not Cape Town, AX Cape Town?
Ajax Cape
Yes, it
Town.
was.
And remember that Etugo coached IS Cape Town 3 times?
Well,
Yes. 3 if
When
not
he
4
le-
times when I checked. Yes.
I think when he left Chiefs, that's when he went.
He went,
to
yes.
Ajax.
He had a back and forth. I think he was with them at least 3 times. So it seems as though Committees and Etugo have had a relationship. It makes business sense for them to be together or be reunited at Cape Town and try to bring back their glory days. Yes, no?
They know each other very well.
Perhaps. we
Because
just
to
have
me,
to
it's
see.
giving a Gavin Hunt and who's the chairman of Supersport?
Matthews.
Stan
That
Matthews.
type of relationship.
Yeah, you're right. They have experience together. They've worked together.
Mm-hmm.
And they've won together,
Yeah,
which
so-
is most important.
And the guy was available, so
yeah.
why not come through? Let's see how things go. Perhaps he probably even was the suggestive person on some. I don't think our coach is working.
Hey, my friend.
Let's have a conversation with him. So we go our separate ways.
Yeah. So I just saw that. I was like, it's quite interesting that they've been together in the past, and that could just make it's a good marriage.
In this rate, Kaizer just needs to call Paul Doleza then.
Huh?
In this rate, Kaizer just need to recall Paul Doleza.
Kimangu.
Wow.
That's
You
a
don't know
reach.
Paul Doleza?
No, friend,
that's a
come
reach.
on, school me.
Wow.
I'm your student.
You have to you take it that far back.
Yeah, it's a reach.
Yo.
Who knows? Maybe they'll get their glory days back.
Yeah, maybe that's what it takes. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps he might work.
Yeah.
You never know.
But I feel like, the fact that he got in there and he did that already so quickly, he did not have to unpack his bags. He already won against Kaizer Chiefs. It's a clear indication that there was something missing. And Tinkler was, at some
Was
point,
it warranted
reached-
though to sack Tinkler?
I mean, where was Cape Town City? Where are they standing now on the log, Leko?
Cape Town City on the log. I think they should be in the top 10.
Okay.
I'll check for you now. But there were signs here and there.
Yes.
They were not really
The
they
11th.
sitting 11th.
Yeah. And you remember how well they finished last season?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you understand why they might want to just nip it in the bud?
Yeah.
But
Yes, no?
Look, they beat Chiefs, but I always say new broom
Yeah. Sweeps the what?
sweeps clean.
There we go.
Yes. And then we'll see after a couple of sweeps if these will happen.
That's true.
What are their next matches? Who will they play?
No, I'll tell you now. Well, I'll tell you the next Cape Town City match, which is very interesting because it's going to be part of our Betway picks
Oh, honey.
for the week.
Lovely.
Let's do that.
First one, Cape Town City versus Orlando Pirates in Cape Town.
Tough.
Why are you pointing at me now? We are cruising nicely, Chief.
Oh, now you're going to Cape Town and you're cruising nicely. This is interesting.
No, it's a win for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
The tails are up, those boys. I can tell you that much.
Okay. And for you, Tristan?
Orlando Pirates win, of course.
Tepi, darling?
Pirates win.
Okay. I'll also go for a Pirates win.
Yeah. So far, Pirates win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other interesting match. This one will take place at FNB Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs versus Delhi's.
Oh, Stellis. Yo.
Soweto versus the coastal teams.
Yeah.
What's about still easy can just sometimes take out a rabbit out of a hat. And
Yep.
sometimes they just
And Soweto teams struggle with I know I said Pirates
they
is
do.
going to win, but Soweto teams struggle with Cape Town teams, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. Different kind of football. No?
I say still easy though. Didn't they win? They won against Stadion, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, they won. They're,
Yeah.
they're sitting second, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
sitting nicely. They looking pretty good.
They
in their hands.
Second, ne?
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
second, yeah. It's in their hands.
For you, Tristan?
A draw.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
That's not a bad.
I think it's a draw with goals, though. I think it's going to be
draw
a,
with goals, of course. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Amazulu Sikune United.
a draw with no goals.
You know those kind of fixtures.
Yeah, you know.
You're making me fall off my chair.
Did you see the first 3 games on Saturday?
And then I was about
No
to
goals.
say, yes.
0-0, 0-0, 0-0.
I was about to say it's very disappointing that we start off the season with a 1-0, 1-0, and then all nils. Like, what is it? Is there no motivation or what?
No, it's the Christmas lunch.
Fatigue.
No, we don't do that,
It's a
guys.
Christmas lunch. For you,
Chisanyama was
I say
Amazulu
skukune.
win.
Oh, Amazulu win. I say
Amazulu wins
skukune.
Kukune.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then moving slightly to the weekend, Magezi, Amazulu.
Magazine need to get out of trouble. They've got a new coach.
Owen Dagama.
Yeah, Owen Dagama. He knows how to grind results, that one.
Is he like Big Sam? Is he the Big Sam of South African football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Magezi will win it.
Okay, interesting pick.
I think Magezi.
Interesting pick.
New broom. Oh, actually, Larson is still there as well.
He's gone.
No, Clinton is gone.
Oh,
gone.
so it shows here that there's 2 coaches. Oh, because Owen has taken over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. I don't have faith in Magesi. I mean, they did well there in that competition, but I see the other team winning, not them.
Interesting.
I see an Amazulu win.
Yeah, I see Amazulu as well.
Yeah, I thought Vusmuzi have done well,
Yes.
but I think Dagama.
And they've also
sometimes-
Musi-
Remember
pictures
Dagama
are-
of Platinum Stars, Len?
Huh?
You remember Owen at Platinum Stars?
But that was then.
Hey, that man. Hey.
That was then. This is now. And he even did some wonders at Black Leopards as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
But this is now. Tepi Darling Gallants versus Cape Town City.
Marumo, ne?
Should be easy, man.
I'll tip.
I think Cape Town City.
Yeah, Cape Town City.
Yeah.
Cape Town City.
I think Cape Town City.
You know, Dan Dance is back from special leave. Eh? I'm gonna go with Marumo.
Oh, hey. Super sub, your picks today.
We need to investigate this
Hey,
special league
because-
and how it
Yeah, yeah.
works. Because
Akiri went to special leave and then they were nibbled 8-1. They're like, nah, I think we've made a mistake.
the thing is, there are people who go on special leave and never come back. But there are people who are now coming back from special leave. How does it work?
Like,
You leave the house falls down. What do you think is gonna happen?
you blow
must go
the
back
house
and
down.
Build it up.
And if we are being honest, that Marumo Gallants under Dendence, yes, they were not getting some of the results, obviously, but yes, they were playing good football. I mean, the games, even how they started, I mean, their first game, I think it was against Kaizer Chiefs. Oh, it was the second game, I think, I can't remember.
The sold out one in
Yeah.
Bloom.
You know, they were playing good football. And you see the Magezi that played, the Marumo that played against Orlando Pirates, 2 different teams. And you can just show that Dendence was doing something with that team. That's why they recalled him.
But Dance wants his players to play ball.
He's a South African.
Wait, Marumo, remember, did they not start off with... they've been
Merry-go-round,
changing coaches, Libona, guys. We
Actually,
don't talk
Dendence
enough
love
about...
it.
Yeah.
He's
It's the same Allardyce of South Africa.
But wasn't there... Kimang, remember I went to
he's the machine of
interview...
Cape Town City.
What's his name? The white coach? Who stayed for like 3 days?
From where?
Marumo, guys.
Was he not German?
No, call. Kimang.
The one who coached Swallows as well. He had a tattoo for Swallows.
Kerr.
Dylan Kerr.
Dylan. He
yes.
stayed for like how many days? 3 days.
3.
He landed
was only
and
there
the
for
press
3
conference
weeks,
and he left.
Press conference out.
OR sent in, back to OR.
Gauteng.
Yeah, back to the UK. That's essentially what looks like it. That's what happened, you know?
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, that was a wrap of our Betway Premiership conversation. Now we're going on the continent, and the story that has tails wagging right now. Pesitau and Al Ahly going their separate ways.
Confirmed or still just...
He was not included in the squad list for their game tonight.
Wow. Okay.
He also removed that I'm an Al Ahly player from. So he essentially
On his
cleaned up
Instagram.
his brand.
No, it's
he's
done.
gone.
He's just
It's
waiting
done.
for the notification there by
Yeah.
the bank.
It's
That
like
was
it's
out.
like it's like an ex-girlfriend removing your pictures from Instagram.
All of them.
them. Basic guy.
Yeah, but it's like Chichi when she removed the Nigerian flag.
Yes. So basically, that's that. Good move, bad move. To Qatar, is he at the age where let me just play for money because I've done the Champions Leagues, I've played in the Premier League,
Premier, yeah.
I've won the Champions League with Sundowns and the league with Sundowns.
Played Bafana
Let me just
still.
go and make my money.
Good decision.
Or
good
are you
decision.
looking at 2026 and saying, don't you perhaps want to stay in a competitive league just a bit because we need you for 2026?
We've
May
got
I
enough
say-
talent.
Yes. But also the story is that there are certain teams in the Arabs that also want his signature. The story is that there is a team that is looking for his signature. The name of the team is Qatar SC.
Yes,
right?
that's where he's
There's
rumored to be
also
heading.
Al Dulail and there's also Al Karafa. So basically all these teams up there want him. And I think I think he's already established himself as a player that plays there, right? It would be in his best interest, considering that the World Cup is coming that side anyway. Maybe just stay there and strategically find his way into a maybe more formidable, more prominent team. Because he's done everything he could possibly do for Al Ahly. He's won CAF, he's won the league, he's won all of these things. He's won top. He's at some point was top goal scorer. There's absolutely nothing else he's done. In fact, I think the treatment he has been receiving from the current coach could have been another reason why he decided to even leave. His contract is ending now in June, right? Yes. So the fact that he's already okay, it means that from the moment that man arrived there, he has not been having a good time. And you don't do that to a player of the stature Yadao.
Yeah.
But Al Ahly also wants to cash in a bit of money.
Yeah,
That's
and it
true.
makes business sense,
But
right?
Seppi, let's be honest about the Middle East. The Middle East, people underestimate that league. Those leagues, whether that's Saudi, whether that's Qatar, whether there's smaller leagues like in Oman, and this people underestimate it. It's not just the money. The quality in those leagues are good. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo was saying the other day at the Globe Soccer Awards, he said, I think it was the presenter asked him, you said something about the Saudi league being better than Ligue A in France. You guys see that clip as well?
I saw
I
that.
saw
Yeah.
it,
I didn't see it.
and if in
Neymar
fact
caught
Neymar
it.
uttered
Yes.
the same thing.
He said the same thing. And so Cristiano confirmed that he said there with full confidence, this league is much better than the French league. There's only PSG in that league. So for me, I don't think it's a downgrade for him. I still think it's an upgrade. Plus, there's the financial benefit of going to the Middle East, you know? Yeah.
I suppose then it just boils down to, and sometimes ignorance is not bliss, because we are not exposed to those leagues like we are. I mean, teams from Liga, we watch them through the Champions League and the Europa League, right?
Yeah.
Have you watched Al Hilal?
Only when I was there.
Oh, when you went to negotiate,
Yeah,
my
when I
friend.
went to
Or
negotiate.
Club World Cup, that's when you get to watch those kind of teams.
But check out that there's a documentary on Netflix about the Saudi league. You must check it out.
I watched
Okay.
it, yeah.
That league, it's power.
I'll check it out.
And it's got a lot of history, actually. I think I actually rate it above MLS.
Yeah, it is.
You hate MLS, we know that.
With passion.
Yeah.
That one is non-negotiable.
That's not a
That
league,
one
Chief.
is
But
non-negotiable.
Mina, my thing is, as long I would rather have UPC go and still play in the Middle East as opposed to coming down to like a Kaizer Chiefs, because the story is that
They
they're
can't
also
afford.
looking.
I don't think they can afford.
Because
Yeah,
the Middle East leagues is probably better than the Egyptian league. You understand?
It
So
could be
maybe
an
it's an
upgrade.
upgrade in terms
It's an
of the
upgrade,
league. Plus the money is an upgrade.
And also, you're rubbing shoulders with some serious players.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah. I mean, why would you want to come down here? I respect our league, but I feel like he still deserves to be up there.
Yeah.
And rub shoulders with Andile Mpisani when you could be with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hey, imagine. that time Andy Limpisano was there kwa Max the last night. Suga.
Hey. In CAF matters, a win for Pirates,
Hey,
a win for
Masandawana.
Stelis in the Confed.
And the banana slip.
What is going on with discipline at Sundowns?
Are we going to say it's a problem, guys, yet? Or is it a bit of a challenge, Nje?
Too many red cards in a very short space of time.
And that one, actually the Kuliso one, unnecessary. And for Mamelodi Sundowns, they are experienced. They know how it's like. They're going to get provoked when they're up there. They know exactly how it's like to play up there. And for them not to exert that emotional intelligence in their game, I think it was a bit sad.
Is it a case of, there's a saying by Frederick Nietzsche, I'm not sure if I'm going to say it properly. Be careful when you fight a monster, because at some point you might end up like it.
Ooh, deep.
Yeah.
Hey, Shakespeare.
So you become the oppressor when you were oppressed.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So the Al Ahlis and the Widads and the Rajas, everything that Sundowns has been enduring for all these years, they now trying to play bullies on the continent. And it's like, no matter what, no matter Jan.
Yeah.
By all means necessary.
Yeah, you're raising a very important point there.
That's deep.
Because I just did not understand. It's almost 90 minutes, you know. Why would you go and get such a foolish red card? I mean,
Because now you're missing for the game coming up on the weekend, and you're such a key player.
definitely.
No, but guys, the games in Africa is different. They're physical games. I understand you're talking about discipline and trying to play a harder game, but I said this the last time I was on. I said the games in CAF in Africa, it's like a different level of physicality, a different level of competition, you know.
I understand from a tackling perspective when we're in the box trying to go for a header and whatever. But I can't be running with you as an opponent and then hurl out an elbow.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the mentality you need on the pitch. And if VAR catches you, then it catches you.
It's whether you were caught or not.
Yeah,
That's
caught or not.
how you get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I discovered something which is something we need to be applauding. There's a player, his name is Abednego Khoikantse Mosiatlaga. And he started playing for Bedford Wits, was on loan to Stellies, from Stellies was returned to Wits. Then he played as a free agent for Cape Town City, went to Sekhukhune. He now currently plays for Bravo de MacG. Bravo de MacG is the team just below Stellies, I believe. No, in Group A in Confed.
Yes.
He's South African. He's 30 years old and he's playing for the team and he's already scored a goal. And he just started with this team this season. So look out for him. Yeah.
A journeyman.
Yeah.
But big ups to
And very
him.
quietly, we didn't even know this thing was happening. I just discovered him when I was just looking through the players and yeah.
And on bigging up peeps, Fadlu's he's doing nice things there at Simba.
Yeah, no Jama Chiefs.
Yeah, he almost relegated my team, man.
When was Orlando Pirates ever in 15th position?
My man, for Orlando Pirates being outside top 8 is relegation.
Oh, is that how the bar? How?
The bar is very high, bro.
Yes.
Damn, but big ups to him.
No, he's doing well, man.
reinvented
Jokes
himself.
aside, he's doing well, yeah.
And it's good that we actually exporting coaches as well. Pito was one. Ulani is there.
Yeah.
Even though I heard a rumor, I'm not sure how true it is. Pito is having an issue with the team that he's coaching. I think it's in Iran.
Yes, the name of the team, I'll tell you
What are they
now.
fighting about now?
Money.
Yeah.
Players, I think staff is not paid. So he's
It's a staff or the
No,
entire
no,
team.
The team.
The name of the team is Estagao.
Yes. I'm not sure how true that story is. I think I came across it.
And he's doing very well, actually.
Is it? I haven't even checked him out yet.
Yeah, he's doing well.
So maybe it's a story that we need to be on the lookout
Yeah,
for.
I'll be on the
Could
lookout.
be the Iran version of Royal AM. We don't know.
Royal mess.
Yeah.
Yes.
So could be that. And Stelly is also impressive as well, like we said earlier on.
Yeah.
And for at a first time of asking, and for them doing this well, that's actually rather impressive.
Yeah, it is
True,
impressive,
I agree. And I mean, we were a bit concerned about them having to ply their trade continentally, still play locally. There's cup competitions, and they've somehow been able to keep their heads above water. So shout out to them.
They go to the development, be like, hey, come
Was
here,
that? Yes.
come play.
Ooh, speaking of which, there's another player, Shame. And once again, when it rains, it pours for SuperSport United. There is a player, his name, I'll get it now.
Ocon.
But yeah, they're losing
half
him.
Nigerian, half
The centre back.
Yes. The story is that is actually right now in Kyiv, in Ukraine, and chances are
Dynamo
he will
Kyiv,
leave.
yes.
Yes.
Good
So,
for him, huh?
Stan
but
sells.
I'm like, it's a plan. This thing,
sells.
man. Yes.
Because, I mean, Stan is like, okay, I must pay Nokovic.
Yo,
Campbell is gone.
I must play Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this. Sell. Give club money. Also go
Look
to
good.
development.
Yeah.
And
And
then
free
you-
agents.
Free agents, yes. And then you'll get Gavin going on interviews like,
Yeah, because
I don't
this
have a
guy
club.
comes from Disky
All my
Challenge.
players are injured.
You're right.
Yeah,
Because this
exactly.
guy went from Disky Challenge, ning ningy,
Yeah.
plays for the team, ning ning, out.
Very impressive what the Disky Challenge is doing. eh?
Yeah.
Because
So
the
yeah.
likes of relays from there, there's quite a number of...
Udi say, Udi is not from.
I don't think he's... No, he's
No.
not from...
No, he's not.
But
Yeah.
the DDC Disky Challenge has been producing quite a number of quality players.
Not
Yeah.
definitely.
Good for
But I
them.
think it's also SuperSport, Len. Also SuperSport Day. Like you just said, Stan Matthews has been pumping out guys
Okay,
for years.
then. Okay, now...
I mean,
can
Stellies
we-
is like the
can
new
we-
super sport.
Yeah, can we
Exactly.
add Stellies to the
Yeah, now we
conversation?
understand.
Something that kind of hurts my feelings, and also it's a bittersweet. Sudanese Al Hilal, the first qualifiers for CAF Champions League. We've already seen that. Have you guys checked it out? But it hurts my feelings because they are a Sudanese team, and there is civil war in Sudan, and they have not been able to play at home. But I just applaud their resilience, Shem, for being able to still qualify given the circumstances at home. Shout out to them.
No, big ups to them. Big
Yeah.
ups to them. Big ups to them. And on that bombshell,
Yes, darling.
it's time for us to go worldwide with the Betway Aviator. Brought to you by Betway, where you get way more.
Okay, so the story was actually going to be about the very same guy, but we did segue into him about Ime Ocon. Like I've mentioned, he has been playing for SuperSport United, and this weekend he was linked to Ukraine. And story is they really do want him. If all else goes well, he should be then moving over there to ply his trade overseas. Another story that I just want to touch on. You mentioned something earlier, Tristan, about the awards that took place this past week.
Yes.
It was the Globe Soccer
Soccer
Awards
Awards, yeah.
that took place in Dubai in the UAE. Something quite interesting, and we've had this conversation, you guys, about this, but it was quite interesting to have a perspective from a player. Thibaut Courtois. Am I pronouncing this correctly?
Thibaut Courtois,
right?
yes,
Yes, there we go. He is a very decorated goalkeeper. You know him as the goalkeeper for Real Madrid. He was asked this question. We have been discussing about how so many of these matches, so many competitions, how strenuous it is for players. And he is of the sentiment that, the excuse of that, and I'm quoting him, he says, the excuse of you earn a lot of money has to be stopped, he says. You also can earn money with playing 10 games less. It's not that there are too many games. I feel the problem is that we have a lack of rest. So it's very nice to hear this coming from a player, because you would remember early on in the year, there was a burning point, I guess, when unions representing soccer players launched a legal challenge against FIFA's unilateral decision to set international match calendar because of FIFA Club World Cup and many other competitions. They're saying that the competition, which is scheduled to take place later on in the year, we know it's happening in June and mid-July, infringes on the players' rights to an annual break, breaching the EU Charter of Fundamental Rights without any serious justification. You were saying, I'm saying this because you were the one who was like, you're getting paid, you're getting money, you better be playing. Thoughts now?
Yeah, you're getting paid. I still stand by my word.
What is your contract saying?
I said, if you remember me correctly, I said, then we must move to an area where there's a contract that goes between 10 and 20 games a season, this is how much you earn. Between 20 and 30, this is how much you earn. So forth and so forth. So a Sunderland player does not complain as much as
Real
Thibaut Courtois.
Madrid, yeah.
I guess so. But Bralin, I think it's a very important point what they're talking about. I get what you're saying. I understand. I'm talking about from a player's perspective, right?
Fair point.
Look at Rodri, what he said about just before he got injured. He spoke about how he's getting tired. 60 games a season. That is not a joke. 60 high-performing games. Champions League, Club World Cup, League Cup,
FA
League, FA. It's not a joke. And even, South Africa does, Sundowns players have a schedule like that. But when it comes down to international players and international clubs, I think
We're counting something like 70 games a year.
70 games.
Yeah, the reality
No,
of
season
it.
actually, not even a year.
Yeah.
FIFA has realized how much money they make out of this competition, and unfortunately, football has been over commercialized. It's no longer about the game; it's about how much money they can make. And unfortunately, they're gonna be casualties when you go that route.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think over the past couple of days, I think there's been a live football match on TV every day.
Every single day. There's always something to watch.
Always.
I mean, it's nice for us.
Yeah, but it's because of you that these guys are playing 70 games a season.
Yeah.
Stop watching.
Yeah.
That's a nice way of actually helping out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are hoping that the Club World Cup is not a success. There's a lot of people that are hoping that it.
Wow.
Look, Americans,
Well, it's playing in America to start with.
Wait, Americans are starved of superstar footballers.
Do they even
one.
care?
Yeah.
They call it soccer.
Superstar soccer players. The Saudis look like they backing the competition because all FIFA needed was a big sponsor.
Yep. And remember,
And
I
they've
did
got
say
one.
last year that
That's
they were
true.
saying, Gucci, the only challenge is money right now. Yeah.
Yeah, look, let's see what transpires, but it's gonna be interesting. I like the format. I hate the fact that footballers are subjected to that, but the format looks good. You know,
Modern day slavery.
Hey, it's happening everywhere, even in Saudi, allegedly. I'm also just quite happy that we have a Mamelodi Sundowns who's going to be taking part in this competition.
Yes.
That's huge for us.
Paka Matsepi.
Yeah. Are you going with Roman?
She's got to support the team.
She'll be behind the goals.
And he'll be shooting. Sorry, another one. Lionel
that. We heard
Messi
that.
was slammed. Okay, very, very quickly. It's clearly Americans because they think the world revolves around them, I guess. Lionel Messi slammed for skipping America's highest civilian honor in ceremony with President Biden. We saw a couple of people getting Mamendlela. Is it that big a deal, guys?
I think Messi is politically conscious because he knows Biden is going out of office, so he doesn't care.
I was going to say maybe he's a Trump supporter.
Oh, there we go.
But the beauty about it is that Biden forgot about it already.
Oh, that too. So
And that's all we have for you worldwide.
it's Americans being Americans. Thank you, darling. That was Teppy Worldwide, brought to you by the Aviator game on the Betway app, where you get way more. Now, as we move to our favorite home, our second home,
Yes, darling.
Premier League.
Dintang mo.
City winning,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Back
to
to winning
back.
ways.
Okay, it's back to back, friend.
It's
Recognize.
Yes.
nothing new. It's what's happening in the forest that we should be looking at and saying, huh?
What did I say though?
We know Nuno, guys. We watched Nuno transform Wolves. You know, I think for good 2 seasons, Wolves, City couldn't even beat Wolves. I'm sure you remember. Nuno is a good coach, guys.
Yeah, top coach.
He's a top coach. And I'm not surprised. And Gibbs is like, he's eating papa, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's firing.
But
Are they a top 3 team though?
currently
They
they
are
are. They're
currently.
lying third.
What? Will they hold on to that?
That's the thing.
I get this Arsenal dropping points.
So them finishing in the top 4, is it an illusion of grandeur?
Not necessarily.
Things change in January also, probably. Things change in January.
So far in January, the momentum is there.
Yeah, yeah.
And unlike everybody around them, okay, we look at the top 4.
Yep.
Liverpool, you suspect they'll be there. You almost want to bet all your money that they'll be there.
No, definitely.
Yes. Arsenal, top 4 years.
Yes.
Yeah, no, top
They-
4
they-
years.
Top 4, yeah.
Yeah.
West number 4.
Yeah. Now there's 2 other positions that. Oh no, City. Yes, sorry, City.
No.
They'll make top 4.
Will they?
You think so?
They'll make top. City is just 6 points away.
I feel like
from
we're so used to knowing that the pretty girl will always be pretty until she gets into an accident and starts looking like.
Hey, it's happy.
She's
then
got
what do we
money.
say?
She can,
Do you still
she
approach
can
her?
do the plastic surgery.
She's got man.
Do you
yes.
still approach her?
Yes.
Oh,
Why do I worry about a moon boot? Anyway,
What is going on? Like,
what did I say?
continue.
Anyway, where was I?
Will City be in top 4? Yes.
City.
2 positions left. We mentioned
we're already
Liverpool.
3. Liverpool. Arsenal,
Oh, you mentioned.
City.
Oh, okay.
4th.
Chelsea, guys,
Yeah.
we cannot just
Yeah, we
just
can't
be
rule them
at
out,
like
Cole
Okay.
Palmer's on fire.
3 games in a row without collecting maximum points for Chelsea.
Yes.
fatigue.
From what?
From what? Yeah.
With the big of a squad that they have,
After spending 1.3 billion.
Okay, not
wow.
fatigue.
they spend the country's GDP on
A
players.
small country. Yeah.
You know,
Whereas-
Spurs, NG Ball.
Vibes.
yeah.
It's vibes. One weekend, next weekend,
Vibes.
and he doesn't compromise. He keeps it that way.
Yeah,
Brighton,
but they're sitting in 12th. We need to start to worry a bit about Spurs right now, guys.
Yeah.
if okay, what do you do?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
You just get rid of Ange. That's
You
Yeah.
can't. You can't.
you get rid of. Okay, he's gonna keep playing the same football because he doesn't change it.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's like Pep Guardiola.
The problem is Pep's football for a long time
Yeah.
actually worked.
Yeah, it did.
With Ange, it works 1 week. and they get
Inconsistent.
it's so Spurs. I don't see them in the top 4.
yeah.
I don't see them
They're
top
too
4
far
either.
even. I mean, you can sometimes you have some foresight to say they could potentially. I don't see it for them. But I mean, we can say the same about United.
I was gonna say, what do you guys think about what's happening at Old Trafford?
it's what's supposed to be happening.
United is a Kaizer Chiefs, guys.
Same.
Yeah. I feel so bad for those who support both teams.
But
Wow.
they held their own. They
No,
at that
they were
fortress.
No,
yeah.
they were proper. They were proper against Liverpool.
See Maguire's miss, guys.
Oh.
Arguably one of their best games
Yeah.
under Ruben.
No, one of their best games of the year.
You see what Bruno said in the interview afterwards? And he said something about how he doesn't understand how like boys can put in a performance like that at Anfield and then they go and play at Southampton and they suffer, you know?
Interesting. And
Strange.
Bruno is a very passionate individual.
exactly.
He will say it.
So it's they have to work on their mentality basically because they've got the players.
Yeah, like Liverpool was frustrated.
They
Yeah.
were.
They're almost, if it was in Maguire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a win for United.
Did you see when you're reading body language? Did you see the looks in the back line with Virgil
And Trent.
and Trent?
Yeah.
It's like something is
It's a miss.
You think Trent is already at Madrid?
Yeah, I think his mind is.
it's gone.
Is there?
Yeah, it's Camp Nou. I'm
Camp
telling
Nou.
you.
Bernabeu, man. Yeah.
Oh no, Bernabeu. Yeah,
Bernabeu.
sorry.
Bernabeu.
Yeah.
And I think also with Mo Salah, he's been posting a lot lately. That's very.
He's
unlucky.
become a social
I can he's got
butterfly.
hair
That
now.
one.
He's
Yeah,
got
he's got
hair
hair.
now. I can.
Safa, headline.
But where things are standing right now, and I'm going back to the Palace conversation. Top 6. Let's leave the 4 because the 4, I feel like that space has got the people. It's just where they placed.
But we can't say top 6 yet. I think it's a bit premature because when Ruben came in, he did something. We're like, oh, okay, right? And then once again, it was just. So I just think it's a bit premature. I don't see a top 6 if we're being honest because there are boys out here who want it with all that they have. Forest is fighting. Newcastle is fighting. We still have
Oh, there's still
Vovela
Newcastle.
who are
Bournemouth
fighting.
is there. Len,
Chelsea
they are
is
far
fighting,
behind for
guys.
top 6,
Exactly.
unfortunately.
There are teams
United.
that are fighting.
No,
guys.
United and Spurs are very far from
That's
a
what
top
I'm
6.
saying.
No, I was talking about Forest and top 6.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
yes.
100%.
Oh,
come on,
sorry,
100%,
friend.
yeah.
Oh, but I think we all thought the same thing.
Oh, no, I was not talking about.
Oh.
No. United will be likely
Yeah,
to
no,
finish in the
Forest
top
is
6.
there, friend.
100%.
Forest is quite, no. Yeah, it's
Nuno's
nice.
a
It's
coach.
nice and
Like
shady
you were
with that
saying, super
Forest.
sub. Nuno is a coach.
Yeah,
Want the coach go to Portugal?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
clearly.
Yep.
But with the way United played, the effort that they put in,
Yeah.
more especially in the second half, are you seeing something or is it, okay, let's just get over the line so that I can start this project properly when I start end
See,
of season?
that's the challenge. And that's why I'm saying it's premature.
There's quality there, Len, and I think it's just a matter of mentality. You know, like Tristan was saying, Bruno was saying that he doesn't understand why they will play so beautifully, and then the next game it just goes south. You know, I mean, did you see how Dalot was playing in that game?
Wow.
Yes, man.
Top.
It was top. That game was really good, and I hope for United fans that they don't lose such kind of momentum.
And what's about, did you guys check out the Benny McCarthy MacGyver interview? And Benny also spoke about, MacGyver asked him, but why was Ten Hag not playing Ahmad? And, Benny said he clearly did not see him in the plans or in strategically how they wanted to play. And you see him come in and he's also showing that he deserves to be there. So strategically, I think maybe Amorim could have found something there.
Wasn't it Ruud van Nistelrooy who started playing Ahmad?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he
That's
just,
right.
Wabon. So the
Eliana,
whole time he was not,
So then that means if you are back staff at United, the head coach or manager does not listen to what you say.
Hey,
Because
man.
Ruud has
knows,
been there since the start of the season.
Yeah. Who knows? But what do you guys think about Rashford also?
Oh,
Him coming out of the squad has made a difference to the way the team thinks and plays.
Is
So
it
he
his
was way-
energy?
Because
was
for me, he was a
weighing him.
liability for that team
You
I
reckon?
feel sorry for
believe.
him.
because of his attitude, his defensive approach, the way he wasn't tracking back, the way he wasn't defending, even on the ball. The old Rashford in the beginning was a guy who took on players, was like, and you look at Ahmad now. Ahmad is a player who takes on players. Garnacho is a player that takes on players. 1v1 situations. And
coming
you could
to
see
think of
that
it,
attitude difference. Like that's what makes United good. Was our attitude. Like Cristiano back in the day. Ahmad also has that, just taking on players. So I don't think Rashford was doing that. So I believe Rashford going out is going to be beneficial for United.
So in a
Because
sense,
Rashford all was doing gets the ball, he cuts back.
yeah, 100%.
so in a sense, that interview that he did to say the stuff that he said literally started this turnaround strategy that we might see from United going forward.
Possibly, yeah.
So he sacrificed himself in a way.
Hero. Hero mentality.
A hero that we all need.
He's always thinking about the kids, man.
Exactly. What else? Any highlights from the Premier League this past weekend for you?
Highlights was United and what they did. Because, we went literally, Super Sub even sent in a meme there or something. He was like, United players or supporters are already trembling, because that's exactly what we expect, right?
Yeah.
Especially if they are going to be playing, a Reds who is flying relatively high or high. Let's just put it out there. So I was pleasantly surprised by them.
Guys, let's
Very,
talk
very
about
happy
Mohamed
with them.
Salah though, guys.
And quite disappointed. Chelsea does this. Not Chelsea, sorry. Your Gunners. They do that when they have an opportunity to really stretch their lead, because everyone is literally here. They had no reason to draw. Absolutely no reason to draw. They could have gotten 3 points, clean, but they just struggle sometimes under pressure.
Arsenal play
Not
good
even Jesus can save them.
Yeah.
Jesus himself.
Arsenal play good football.
They
They just don't know how to close games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
at crucial moments, that's the thing.
That's
when
their
it
problem.
matters most.
Because now there's a new mentality that I've picked up. If they score early, they start doing stupid time-wasting tactics. In the first half, after 25 minutes.
Arteta wants the league.
How dark are these odds going to get?
Remember Pizzo back in the day, he did that other tactic in the PSL where he got everybody yellow cards and sent off. So maybe we see Arsenal do that.
Wasn't it against Bloemfontein Celtic?
something like that,
So that they
yeah.
could miss the next game.
Maybe Arsenal,
yes.
Arteta's going to do that
He's
next.
doing the dark arts. Your moment from the weekend?
Definitely United performance at Anfield.
Shem.
I'm a United fan, so
Fair point.
Yeah.
They did something with the ports, Shem.
Beside City winning 4-1, I think United game was like, it was so marvelous to watch, man. It was end-to-end stuff. For neutrals, it was so beautiful. I'm sure for your Tristans and your Marcos, they were on the edge of their seats,
100%.
Do you know the game that I actually enjoyed this past weekend?
Yeah.
It was actually the game between Brentford and Southampton.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, how many goals was
5-0.
there?
Wasn't it 5-0?
Yeah.
Brentford is was on fire in that game, but they generally not a walkover
Yeah.
team. They will give you a game at any given time.
Yeah.
And on the day, it was their day, be it they were playing against.
Southampton. But still, a win is a win, and a 5-0 scoreline is impressive.
They've been scoring though. Look at Mbuemo as well.
Yes.
Mbeumo's been
Yeah,
scoring.
Mbeumo's
Wissa
been
as
good,
well.
yeah.
Been- Goals.
Good for them. At least they're getting goals because we got nothing here in Mzansi.
Two teams that need to be very well.
Just wait for Pirates to play, man. Come on.
Hey, super sub.
There were goals, weren't they?
Yeah,
On
3.
Saturday.
Exactly.
I know they came in the evening, but there were goals.
3 of them.
Yes.
So watch
what else do
tomorrow.
you want?
And shout out to Kikimang Noko. Is it Noko from Paris? He had 2 assists. Is it Noko Nunku? Yes, guys. The 2 assists that came, the 2 goals that came from, it was an assist from Orlando Pirates. His name is Noko.
While you checking on that. Oh, and also the Ipswich result as well. They
Ngota,
slowly,
man. Sorry, guys.
Oh, Ngota.
Mohau.
Ngota.
Yes.
they slowly coming. I think they will not be relegated.
Who?
Ipswich. Yeah,
Okay,
they just need
yeah.
to. There's certain games where they're just drawing and then they just need that result,
Yeah, man.
It's them taking a lead, and I don't know how, when, what happens. Loss in concentration, and then they concede, and the game ends up as a draw.
Yeah.
That's been their biggest Achilles heel thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they look like They look like they're turning the corner.
Yeah, they look like they're turning the corner, and they can still drag a Wolves or Everton down, because
Yeah.
they're not really far off in terms of points.
That's true. So you say they stay up, bro?
Yeah, they're gonna stay up. I'm worried for Southampton. Actually, I shouldn't even be worried for them.
They're gone.
Yeah,
Leicester as well.
Leicester. You thought new broom, Ruud van Nistelrooy coming in, it's gonna change things.
Yeah, I thought that 3-0 that you got there by United.
But it boosted him, eh? You got him a job.
The confidence.
Yeah.
No, that was funny. That was funny.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So as it stands, yeah, Everton, Wolves, Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. Yeah. Yeah. Challenging times for them.
No,
Very
there's still a lot. Like
Yeah.
Tristan said earlier on, there's still a lot that's gonna. It's only January now.
Yeah.
I still have faith in Villa's trying dusting themselves off. I know it's a lot. They're going through a lot. I mean, Champions League is something. Kamo, Kilabon. But I really still have a lot of faith in
It's
Villa.
a strong team, guys. Very strong team.
Villa will still be playing in one of the European competitions next season.
Yeah.
It might not be the Champions League,
Yeah.
but one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Forest in Champions League.
They've won it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those days. Oh, wait, when?
Back
A
then.
long
in
time
days,
ago,
yes.
ne? Yes. Interesting. Anyway.
But
how
then
do we
if
close,
they
my
go to
friend?
Champions League, it means that like things, like you're gonna go. What happened to Newcastle? You're gonna go.
Yes,
what
yes.
happened to Villa this season?
Yes.
So, because you must remember, I don't think Forest has got the same budget as the Chelsea,
Yep.
for instance, right?
Yep.
So, but good luck to them, and
It's like a Staley situation, I guess. Somehow.
yeah. Final Betway picks for the night.
Yes, friend.
And that's in the Carabao Cup. 2 games happening. One happening tonight. It's already probably started. The other one happening tomorrow. Tonight is Arsenal.
Is it
versus
Carabao or FA?
Carabao. The semi-finals of the Carabao. First leg.
Oh, okay. FA is the weekend. Ne?
FA is this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Arsenal up against Newcastle right now.
Arsenal. Hey, but Newcastle. But Arsenal.
Guys,
Hey, but Newcastle.
that's
But
a
Arsenal, though.
tough pick.
Yeah.
That is a tough pick.
Arsenal, though.
Isak. Yeah.
When is Saka still out?
Yeah,
Saka's still out.
Yeah,
Even now, Nonway is out.
Dang.
heavy.
But still Arsenal. They have heart.
Jesus is then.
Where they playing?
And I'm sorry, it's at the Emirates.
Arsenal.
Arsenal win. Yeah.
Arsenal win.
Arsenal win. Yeah.
You super sub.
Newcastle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
I had to pick one, right?
Surprise, surprise.
No, he picked.
Yeah,
Let's leave him. He picked.
Yeah, no.
Tomorrow's game: Angu Ball versus Slot Ball.
Slotty, my boy. He will slot very nicely in there. Easy, even.
I'm going to go for space.
And you know
Are
why?
you serious?
You know why I'm also gravitating towards that.
Vibing? Oh, it's okay.
And this is probably a question I'm gonna throw to you guys.
Yeah.
If you were a Spurs fan, firstly I'd judge you, but the question I'm asking now is,
Ouch. Like, we listen, we don't judge, friend.
would you rather have the Carabao Cup and finish in a decent position in the league, or push for a Champions League spot and lose out on a trophy?
You need to tell us. You're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Is it FA or league? Which one would you?
I've won.
Tell us.
I've won a cup.
Okay, there it is.
Yes, I've won a cup, me. So
Oh,
don't
yes,
put me.
because, I
I'm
mean-
asking about Angu Ball. Spurs fans.
Spurs don't win cups, man.
Yeah. Spurs don't win cup.
Even Harry, we know how, guys.
I
Why
would
are you
take
acting
Champions
like-
League. Yeah.
So they must
Champions
just
League.
push for Champions League.
Champions League, yeah.
Champions League.
But doesn't a cup final look much closer than a Champions League spot?
At the current juncture, yes. It
For
does.
them to go up, you realize everybody above them has to lose points.
Yeah, but for
That's
this
true.
season, I agree with you, Len. I think you're raising a very important point. For this season, I think winning the Carabao would be an achievement,
Yeah.
and it looks more realistic than finishing top 4 right now.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 games away.
Yeah. It would
So
be
they can
more
just put
realistic.
their heads
Yeah,
down
it's
and
more
just
realistic
focus.
More realistic. But
I mean, I think even it will be good for Slot.
Yeah.
Because all the 4 managers that are there in the semi-finals,
Yeah.
Slot is like, oh, I've won a trophy within 6 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've slotted right in.
Yes.
Arteta is like, I haven't won a trophy in so long.
Please, God. Yes.
Angie Ball is like, I've always told you, I win a trophy in my second season wherever I go.
Yeah.
And Eddie Howe is, there's an investment that was done by the Saudis.
Give it time.
Let me, no. Let me show them, like, their faith in me
Yes.
is like, was worth it. So, big
So
things start
everyone
small.
basically has something to prove.
Yes.
Yeah. Important points to prove.
100%.
So
Yeah.
that will be very interesting.
But
to
I mean,
see
for
how it goes.
Slot, I guess, whether he wins this one or not, he can almost taste the Premier League
Yeah.
6
title.
points is not a lot.
Granted, but the manner in which they are going, it looks as though in the foreseeable future, they just might lift that trophy.
And well, we hope Virgil and Trent smoke
VD,
the
yeah.
peace pipe.
Let's hope so.
But what did you say about Trent?
Yeah, and I was saying I think he's already at Madrid.
You see?
Yeah, no.
Mentally, he's there.
Mentally is there. Physically, you could see against that one goal on the weekend.
Yeah.
You could see he just switched off. He's thinking about the Madrid's.
What did was it Roy Keane? What did he say? Was it Roy Keane?
It could have been him.
What did he say?
About Trent, he can't even make it to the Madrid team. He'll make it to like some League 2 team or
No
something with
ways.
that defense.
No ways.
Defensive mistakes
No
that he
ways.
was making over the weekend.
On the day.
On the day.
But probably out of frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the Man United players actually were frustrating Liverpool.
Yeah, we were.
There's
'Cause-
also that.
Liverpool probably went to the game and I'm like, these
It's
ones-
United.
Yeah.
These ones are, we're going to snack them. And when they got on the pitch, they were like, okay, what are we facing here?
Yep.
Men were united.
Uh-huh.
For the first time this season.
Exactly.
And we're
Good
glad
for
that they
them,
did.
Shem. Good for them.
Anyway, any last thoughts before we get out of here?
Last thoughts, children, whatever you do, start off the year beautifully. And yeah, man, just continue watching Onside ZA.
Tristan,
Exactly.
before your last thoughts, what are you up to what are you up to these days?
Oh, yes, by the way,
at the-
friend.
At the moment, we are busy with my company, my media company.
You have a media company,
Yeah, I
friend?
have an athlete media company.
Oh, nice.
We take care of athletes all over the globe.
The globe, friend.
All over the globe.
What's the
from
level?
Warsaw to Cape Town to
Levels.
Madrid, Milan, everywhere. We're
Wow.
taking care of athletes and brands. So, like for example, one of our companies, they sell vintage jerseys.
Okay.
Oh, dope.
Okay, so we take care of them as well. The company is called Collector, and we take care of other athletes. For example, we worked with MLS player now, Katlego Nsabeleng, during December.
Ah.
So we were doing a photo shoot for him, and we're trying to elevate the way our South African and African athletes are being marketed around the world. You
That
know?
is dope.
So you guys must go check out our stuff at 21ZA. Go have a look at it. Book your shoot for 2025.
Okay.
And if you want to work with international brands and you want to start elevating who you are and creating the best content, like we create the best athlete content on the continent. So reach out to us, and I think it's something that is gonna be big in South Africa over the next 12 months. You guys are
Socials?
gonna see us all over. Yeah, at 21ZA. Go follow, go like, and you'll see some things dropping very soon.
At 21ZA.
At 21ZA. Yeah.
The interesting thing about it is you find there's a lot of athletes who don't actually know how to create and curate
Yes.
their content on the different social medias. And as such, it becomes very difficult for them to be sellable.
Yes. 100%.
We had this conversation. Remember how we were saying there's a huge disparity between maybe a Springboks player, for example, compared to a PSL player?
100%.
Because how do brands even know who you are and what you're about? Because I find that most of the players end up just showing random things like their cars, as opposed to creating a brand. Yes.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
we're doing, Len and Seppi. It's exactly what we're doing. Is like you should have a look at our video. We released a video for myself in Cape Town now over December, and we did obviously 115,000 views in less than 10 days.
Wow.
Crazy.
Called Summer Season.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
beautiful,
dropped
man.
the visual. We shot it in Cape Town. Summer in Cape Town is beautiful.
Yeah.
And from then onwards, we've been working with other players. And Jabulo Blom's also going to do something with us soon.
Oh,
Katlego
beautiful, man.
And Nsabeleng obviously doing stuff with us. He's been in the family for a long time. I spoke to Lyle Foster the other day as well. So
Oh, cool.
we
How
might-
is he doing?
He's
That one?
doing good. He's
Okay.
doing good. So we might be going out next year to go take care of him for a few things. So, guys, things are picking up, and we are the number one media company in the sports space in Africa. So,
And just a question, it does not matter which players, as long as you're a professional player, it could
Like I
be
said,
MDC,
yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Like I said, we have a recipe, and that recipe gets applied to a lot of players all over the world. And it's not just players we work with brands, creators as well, content creators. I was with Frank Casino the other day as well.
Oh, I saw your video. It
Also
was a picture. I saw it.
We were in Camps Bay together.
I saw.
So we also trying to do some stuff with him as well. So guys, like I said, I think it's important as an athlete to be more than an athlete.
True.
Understanding to have a business side of things. And so 21ZA, follow me at Tris Moses as well. And let's pick it up. I appreciate the plug, guys.
Yeah, nice one.
21ZA.
And
Okay.
five-a-side players don't count. Ne?
No,
They
don't count.
Those ones don't count. So forget.
So I'm not going to be signed.
Wow, guys.
Forget where you were going.
No, but on the real, I just like how you're bridging that gap. You know, there's a youngster somewhere in the rurals who's gonna make it up to the professional level, and they don't get that exposure. And then if they can reach out, they can just start their career nicely 100%. With their social media side handled beautifully. So I like
social
that,
media
man.
Is a commodity, my
it's
friend.
a commodity.
So social media, when it's messed up, we go onto your page, you look a bit. We don't even look at you the same way. So yeah, that's so dope.
No, I love it.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Big ups. And that is us for today. Teppy, darling, thank you very
Darling,
much.
thank you.
Tristan, thank you very much
Thank
for
you
joining
guys,
us,
man. 2025 started the right way, huh?
Yeah, no, lovely, man. Yeah, no. You've set the tone. Dango.
Now you can go buy the club because it might be very cheap.
Yeah, it's going for nothing.
You must phone the
My Arab Connect.
Yeah, your Arab connects.
I must bring my oil man.
No.
Now you want my oil man.
Wow, the shade of it all. There's still 115.
Tell them they must invest. Tell them the price went down. It's part of the back to school sale.
Okay.
But anyway, on that bombshell, to the ballers, thank you very much for joining us on our very first Onside ZA episode brought to you by Betway of 2025. We'll see you again right here next week, same time, same place. And remember, don't be offside. Stay on side.
Thank you.
Thank you.